An on-campus group's vision to become Gaylord Strong, plus students on the move after flooding in campus housing. And a beautiful day today, but chances for rain are on the way. OU Nightly starts now. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for OU Nightly. I'm Cal Day.
And I'm Taylor Wynn. It's been 1 week since an OU professor used a racial slur during a classroom discussion. That led to Professor Gage stepping aside and letting another faculty member teach that class for the remainder of the semester. Now, in the aftermath, several on-campus groups have been discussing how to move forward. And one of those groups is the National Association of Black Journalists. They held an open meeting last night, and OU Nightly's Brooke Mirsky explains their call for a Gaylord Strong initiative.
Words, voices, action. The National Association of Black Journalists at OU sees these three things as catalysts for change.
This past week has not been easy. Not on you, me, or any individual in the Gaylord family.
After a Gaylord professor used a racial slur in class last week, NABJ is introducing an interactive way to unite Gaylord students and faculty.
And that something is Gaylord Strong. This is what I'm here to talk to you about tonight. Gaylord Strong is not just another hashtag, but instead a movement that focuses on the students first, their well-being, and their safety at the university and within Gaylord College.
NABJ hopes the college can become more diverse and culturally competent. And President Isaiah Irby encourages Sooners to speak out when they see injustice.
What you most certainly can do, more than anything else, is say something. Say something when things sound, hear, look, or feel wrong.
NABJ Treasurer Christian Nunley voiced how the OU community can help those affected.
Just ask people if they're doing all right. The people that you feel might be affected by the situation.
The organization expressed its concern for tangible change. Until then, efforts to promote support and inclusivity in the college remain strong. Gaylord Strong. Brooke Mirsky, OU Nightly.
NABJ has placed wristbands with the hashtag Gaylord Strong around the college. They encourage students and faculty to pick one up and wear it in support of solidarity against discrimination.
Well, a top Pentagon official is out tonight at the request of the president. Haley Weger has the details in the news center tonight. Haley?
Thanks, Cal. The Pentagon's top policy official has announced his resignation. John Rood, Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, is stepping down at the request of President Trump. Rood disagreed with some of Trump's key policy stances, including the withholding of military aid to Ukraine last year. And though his different views led to a loss of support from the Trump administration, Trump tweeted this morning thanking Rood for his service and wishing him luck in his future endeavors. And Michael Bloomberg will take the 2020 debate stage for the first time tonight, and he will likely face questions about his past. Bloomberg faces several allegations of sexist and misogynistic behavior dating back to the 1990s. The former New York mayor has denied these claims in at least 2 lawsuits, but admits he has made comments that contradict his values. The Bloomberg campaign responds to uncomfortable questions about Bloomberg's past conduct by shifting focus to the promotions he has given to different women. Former Illinois governor speaks out after being released from prison. Rod Blagojevich has a news conference today thanking Trump for his gratitude and calling himself a Trumpocrat.
As I move forward, I can take some of that experience that I've had and try to do what I can to try to improve what is a broken, and I believe in many cases, a corrupt criminal justice system.
Blagojevich was released Tuesday after President Trump commuted his sentence on corruption charges. Blagojevich was one of 11 that was granted clemency. And Taylor, an investigation is underway after allegations that a former University of Michigan physician was sexually abusing patients during the exams.
Thanks, Haley.
Well, some students living on campus have been forced to move after flooding in the Adams Tower.
This follows the university's announcement that it plans to increase housing rates next year. OU Nightly's Nicole Nielsen is live outside of Adams now with more details. Nicole?
Cal and Taylor, now that the water has settled, students are starting to wonder when a change is going to be made to these dorms. it may be a new problem.
Elizabeth and Amy's room is flooding, and I was like, what?
But it's not the only problem.
Gross and damp.
A lot of my friends have had bronchitis, mono, and everybody knows the couch cough, which is just, it comes with the territory.
The OU dorms have had issues for years. Moldy air conditioning vents and most recently, flooding.
Yeah, so this is my room.
Freshman Emma Wilson even having to move out of her dorm this week after recovering her things from the water on the 3rd floor of Adams.
I came home one day and down the hallway in this room, the water was just like pouring out of the air conditioning unit, like super fast. The water was just warm and brown. It was really gross.
Most of the residents on that floor moved into other dorms. But despite the issues, the OU Board of Regents voted to increase housing and food rates in the dorms and residential colleges next school year.
One situation happens and they try and put a Band-Aid on it to fix it, and then another situation happens and they're not doing the work that they need to get done to make the issue go away completely.
In an agenda from the board, the increase in price is due to OU trying to stay competitive with other schools in the Big 12. Right now, the University of Oklahoma is ranked 6th most expensive, but students say a price increase without change is absurd.
Your health is always on the line, and OU has a lot of money that they could put forward and save, and they're just not doing anything to fix the problems that have been occurring for years.
Now, I reached out to OU today for a comment on the rise in prices and was told that they have no statement. For now, we're live in front of Adams Center. Nicole Nielsen, OU Nightly.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Well, it may have been wet in the dorms, but it's been bright and sunny all day in Norman today.
And believe it or not, Marisa Nuzzo tells us that some parts of Oklahoma saw snow last night. Marisa, what's up?
The Panhandle was actually seeing a bunch of snow earlier today. Guyman, Woodward, Enid seeing just a little bit of snow flurries, and this little bit of rain is going to be coming up here in the next couple of hours, but I'll have more on that later. Current temperatures, Norman at 55, Oklahoma at 56. It's been a pretty nice day, but I will let you know who will see rain tonight and when there will be more rain chances in the forecast. Plus, I have your car wash forecast coming up in just a little bit. Cal and Taylor.
All right, thanks, Marissa. Coming up, a yellow alert for a volcano in Mexico. Find out how officials are planning for an eruption.
Plus, OU baseball defeated Texas Southern yesterday and is currently going on round 2 right here in Norman. Stick around for Lindsey Gibbs to give you an update. Fire season doesn't start for a few more months, but some states are already starting to prepare. Martin Lowrimore has the story and more in this week's Earth Report.
Thanks, Taylor. California had over 7,000 fires last year that burned over 250,000 acres. That's about a third of the size of Rhode Island. But fire authorities are already seeing signs the 2020 fire season will probably be starting earlier than usual. The brush fire in Sierraville, California this Monday burns over several acres of land in Tahoe National Forest. The state of California has been clearing debris and ground clutter from this winter after being under fire for its lack of clearing its vast and thick forest. They hope these efforts will slow the coming fires this next season. Across the border, a volcano in Mexico that exploded earlier this month is showing signs it may be trying to erupt. The Popocatépetl volcano is the second highest peak in Mexico that had a long history of erupting. The mountain had its largest eruption in 2000 when over 10,000 people were evacuated. The volcano is only 70 miles from the capital, Mexico City, where 9 million people currently live. A code yellow has been issued for as the lava dome begins to rise in the volcano. Code yellow, which is a level 2 out of 4, is mainly a precautionary level. One level up is a code orange, which is a heightened level of awareness, and evacuations are usually issued. Finally, code red is an imminent eruption. As of Wednesday, the government of Mexico is advising nearby residents to remain at least 7.5 miles from the volcano. And Taylor, Storm Dennis in Ireland washed a ship to land that has been adrift at sea without a crew for over a year. Mother Nature hasn't been all bad so far this year. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Martin. And Texan Sooners can now have a little taste of home even when they are in Norman. OU Nightly's Chloe Sparks has more.
You know, for the last 20 years, I've been eating at Shipley's every day. I always have a cup of coffee and a donut every day on the way to work. And I've been in the restaurant business for probably 25 years. And I guess about 6 months ago it hit me. I said, why am I eating here every day? and I don't own one of these things.
While there were no availabilities to own a Shipley's in Texas, 6 months later, Mr. Solon's dreams have come true as he stands in an old Verizon store that is now his own Shipley's donut shop.
Every time we go down to Texas, every time we go to Houston, we're like, we got to get Shipley's.
Why Norman? Because University of Oklahoma has a lot of kids there from Texas, and it's always easy to start a restaurant that people know what it's all about.
Texas residents and Oklahomans alike have been in and out of the shop all day. So far, the only complaint is wishing it could have been here sooner.
I wish it was here throughout like my undergrad experience, but I'll take it. There's like a couple months left.
This Shipley's is only the second shop in all of Oklahoma, so it's no wonder people are crazing over it.
So it's been extremely busy, but we've handled it very, very well. So busy that I've had to have my wife back there working behind the counter all day. She's tired. We've been up since 3, but hey, it's been so much fun.
I'll get
The new donut shop isn't showing up on internet maps just yet, but it's easy to find. It's located at 1805 West Main Street. An Oklahoma community is seeing lots of growth in population and businesses.
Coming up, one group's aim to make Shawnee the place to be.
Chances for rain in the extended forecast. Marisa, is it time to grab the umbrella?
Parts of the Oklahoma City metro are going to see some rain chances tonight. I will have all the details coming up right after this break. Wednesday outside right now. The OKC cam looks pretty nice. Clear skies, 55 degrees out there right now, but we do have a little bit of rain that we need to worry about. So here's some rain down in Texas that's going to be coming up here later tonight, and we'll track that out here in just a sec. But once that's gone tomorrow morning, it looks clear and dry for the next couple of days. This high pressure will be moving in, keeping us dry through most of the day on Friday. So let's track out this rain for the entire state. A little bit of snow possible the closer you get to the Kansas border, and we're coming into the OKC metro around 8:30, 9 o'clock, where Ardmore and Idabel are going to see the bulk of this rain. So I'm anticipating that it is going to skip over the OKC metro because we won't even be accumulating any rain. These totals up here are likely more snow totals, and then Idabel's the big winner with 0.16 inches of rain overnight tonight. But all of that will be out of our hair by 5:30 in the morning, long before your morning commute. So once all that rain moves out of our hair, those cold north winds will stick around at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, making 42 feel a little bit more chilly than it actually is. So your car wash forecast, due to those rain chances overnight tonight, Thursday and Friday are looking like yellow because, I mean, it'll be dry most of the day, but we do have more rain in the forecast. So I would say hold off Thursday and Friday. If you really wanted to get a car wash, it is going to be dry. But Saturday and Sunday, definitely not. We'll talk about that again in a second. So Thursday, 42, Friday 48, warming up just a little bit. Saturday and Sunday is when we'll have rain chances come in again. Monday is going to be your car wash day. So if you've been looking to get a car wash, I would say just hold off until those weekend showers go all the way through. Sunday looks like it's going to be the rainiest day, where Saturday the rain will move in late at night, and then it'll be kind of on and off on Sunday, but definitely all dried out by Monday.
Well, Sundays have been so nice for us, so all month it seems like, but this one could be a little rainy.
Yeah, last Sunday I drove by the car wash and everybody was there, so I think
big
we're
mistake.
going to have to wait till Monday this week.
Big mistake.
Thanks, Marisa. And the community of Shawnee is growing steadily due to its low cost of living and proximity to the OKC area. It wasn't long ago that the city's hub was run down, but with its expansion, an increased effort to revitalize Shawnee has taken center stage, with a focus on entertainment and a vibrant community atmosphere. Shawnee Forward is one of the organizations spurring the change.
So we push hard into seeing the business community thrive and grow, and then attract new businesses, but really attract wealth-producing jobs to the Shawnee area. That's #1 goal for us.
Over the next decade, the job market in Shawnee is projected to grow by 27%.
Well, OU men's hoops put on a show against the top-ranked team in the country, but unfortunately, it just was not enough.
Lindsey Gibbs has the full breakdown following the Sooners' late-night nail-biter.
Cal, Taylor, good afternoon. We do have last night's baseball game recap and a look at baseball as they step up to the plate today. Plus, what's Wine's Day without a Winer of the Week? Stick around, sports is on deck. Welcome back to OU Nightly. Sports is back for Wednesday. I'm Lindsey Gibbs. To start off, let's pour one out for men's basketball as they took an L last night to the #1 ranked Baylor Bears. Sooners managed to keep it close, but no cigar. The Bears came out on top 65-54. Baylor's Jared Butler led the Bears with 22 points, and the Sooners' Christian Doolittle came out on top with a double-double. Last night's win for Baylor was their 23rd in a row, a Big 12 record. Sydney Baulier is here with a look at what the Sooners are up to next as they travel to Stilley for Bedlam this weekend. Sydney, passing it to you.
Thanks, Lindsey. This loss to Baylor moves the Sooners to 11-2 at home. Now OU will get back to the court and get set for the Bedlam battle this weekend. Christian Doolittle spoke last night about moving on from this loss and preparing for an important rivalry game.
Into that one as well.
I feel like we do a pretty good job on, moving on, whether from a win or a loss. We just got to take the positive things from each game and try to, implement those in our next game. So, tomorrow we have an off day tomorrow, so, it's time to, relax and, think about different things. But, Thursday we got to come in ready to prepare for OSU.
The Cowboys have an overall 13-13 record, but the game is in Stillwater, so the Sooners will need to step up their road game play. The Sooners are 2-7 on the road, and tip-off is on Saturday at 3 p.m. Back at you, Lindsey.
Hey, City, thank you. OU baseball was a hit yesterday at their home opener, dominating Texas Southern 14-1. The Sooners scored in every inning but the sixth, with redshirt sophomore Trent Brown scoring a 2-run homer to left field for his first ever OU hit. OU is going round 2 with Texas Southern right now here in Norman, and the score is currently 4-1 OU. Updates on the crash in Daytona. Ryan Newman has officially been released from the hospital after being treated for minor injuries. Newman's car was in the lead on the final lap of the 2020 Daytona 500 before it flipped across the track Monday evening. And New York Yankees slugger Giancarlo Stanton was the latest MLB player to call out the Astros for their cheating scandal. Stanton says the Astros should be stripped of their 2017 World Series title and thinks the apologies released were not sincere. The star athlete also said if he knew what pitch was coming in his way in 2017, he would have hit 80-plus homers. Speaking of the Astros, this leads me right to our Wednesday Whiner of the Week.
Our opinion is that this didn't impact the game.
The Astros aren't necessarily crying, but they sure are denying. It's gotten to the point where team owner Jim Crane won't even take responsibility for statements he made just seconds prior. Almost immediately after this answer, Crane claimed he did not say his team sign stealing didn't impact the game. MLB has clearly let the Astros think they can get away with anything, even lying and denying.
You always got to lie and deny in those situations, in my opinion. But I think the bigger issue, you missed the glasses. I'm not seeing them back here, so we'll have to practice.
I know. We're going to have to do that later on.
All right, we'll see. Thanks, Lindsey.
Thank you. Coming up, an interesting twist to date night for 2 Kentucky police officers.
Yeah, find out why one man ended up behind bars when OU Nightly continues.
Welcome back. I'm Kaitlyn Deggs at the OU Nightly Update Desk. Attorney General Mike Hunter filed charges today against 2 people accused of trafficking 3.5 pounds of heroin in Tulsa. Kevin Jara and Raul Estrada have been charged with drug trafficking and possession of drug proceeds. Both Jara and Estrada have been taken into custody. If convicted, the defendants will face prison time, fines, and fees. Callan Taylor, back to you.
Thanks, Kaitlyn. And a night out for 2 Kentucky police officers ended up being anything but relaxing.
Yeah, that's right. The couple was enjoying a meal at the fast food restaurant Raising Cane's when a masked robber approached the front counter. I guess you can call it instinct, but the couple jumped into action, as you can see, drawing their guns. They chased the man outside of the restaurant and held him at gunpoint until other officers arrived. The suspect is now in custody. And the main thing that crosses my mind, 1, who robs the Canes? 2, what was he after? Was he after a box combo, the money?
I'm taking the sweet tea. I mean, that's where my money's at least.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's the best sweet tea in the game right there. But Marisa?
we might be getting robbed tonight because we
No
might
rain?
see a little bit of rain, but I think that Norman's going to stay clear of any rain tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching OU Nightly. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 4:30.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great evening.
Good night.